So Varun, who do you think should get the Best Actor award?
Brendan Fraser, of course.
Like, there's no debate. That's it,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you for watching this video. Welcome, guys. This is the Unexplained series. I'm Nona, joined by Varun, and we have done a lot of these. I don't know how many of you have seen because we do these early and the movie's not still out, so we have to wait. I think same will happen for this because we're talking about The Whale. It is an international film, right? Or Hollywood? I don't know. I guess it's an international film
Hmm.
because I saw it at International Film Festival of Kerala.
I guess Hollywood, but not exactly Hollywood too. Yeah.
It's an indie movie. Let's just end
Yeah.
the debate there. It's an indie movie, and I saw it in a theater in Kerala. My first, I think, the screening for me. But what about you? Where did you watch?
I watched it, so shit, I should have actually clicked a photo. So I watched it at this sort of, it was it released in the theaters for just one weekend in New York, and I watched it at that point. And when like we were entering the theater, they handed everyone a pamphlet which said that once the movie is done, like there was a QR code, scan it and complete a survey, and you'll get like a $5 discount or something like that. Like it was a test screening sort of thing
Oh,
that they were doing. So I realized
interesting.
that after I actually went in, I did that thing, and I got, it was like not not that helpful for me. Like it was for some shopping brand where like to just to get that $5 discount, I had to probably spend like $30-$40. So
That's it. I think
no
same
need.
like GPay, Paytm, like you get
Yeah.
those coupons, 200 rupees off on this brand, which you never gonna buy anyway. So yeah, no use.
Yes.
But anyways, coming back to the film, uh, loved it. I loved it. I was like
Hmm.
sitting like this in the theater and just tears. I was not crying, like
Yeah. Yeah.
not like this, but just I'm like watching and tears are just rolling. I'm like I'm
Exactly.
swiping my tears and like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. The
that's
last
what I felt.
30 minutes, I think. Oh God, that was very much. Yeah.
Okay,
I was
spoiler
in the
alert.
same.
Spoiler alert, guys. If you haven't seen the movie, please go watch it. We do that because without spoiler, there's no point talking. You cannot talk much.
Hmm.
And I actually have my notes written down there. But I think we can first let's talk about the aspect ratio because you see us in a square, right? The aspect ratio
Yeah.
is that only. And
Yeah.
my like, I thought the moment the aspect ratio came like that, I knew like it's like they're trying to make him appear bigger and breaking out of the
Hmm.
frame. He's so big,
Yeah.
you
He's
know.
taking up most of the space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you feel
Yeah.
that claustrophobia, and I was actually
Hmm.
feeling it because the theater was full, and even like
Hmm.
people were sitting in front of on the floor in front of me on the
Oh.
like there was no stage, it was just like a flat theater, so
Oh. Okay.
on
Okay.
the walking area everyone was sitting like because there was no seats, so they
Oh.
just sat there and
Oh. They
watched it.
allow. Yeah.
Yeah, that was I was
Oh.
weird. I've talked about it before, but security wise not a great thing. But I was
Hmm.
feeling myself only claustrophobia. I could like I sat where there's a space, so I felt like, oh, I'll
Hmm.
get leg room, I'll enjoy watching,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
suddenly everyone's sitting in front of me and I can't even move my leg now, forget stretching
Oh.
it. So I was already feeling like what is happening. I can't even just get up and walk out.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
impossible. So I was just feeling that already, and then the film, the way it did it, wow.
Hmm.
I think technically it was beautiful. I had
Yeah.
a few problems. You'd let me know your thoughts. I had this
Hmm.
problem with First Man also. With
Okay.
what's that guy name? Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds
Gosling.
duplicate.
Ryan
Ryan Gosling.
Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
So in that, I remember that they never show us the moon landing, right?
Hmm.
It's the camera. It's always with the character or
Yeah.
from the inside of the ship.
Yeah.
But the
Or
moment
like
they're
from
gonna
his own
land,
perspective.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the moment
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
gonna land, we cut to an outside shot on the moon that they are landing. Which I was like,
Hmm.
why? Till now you have been inside just stay inside, and when the characters go out, then you can show the wide angle, right? Like why
Hmm.
show it? And the same thing happened here. We don't see any shot outside of the house. But then there's a
Yeah.
shot where we cut to where we see the camera placed outside the house at the window where he puts that food for the bird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Suddenly it goes outside. I'm like, no, why are breaking what the Like in my mind, I'm making that's a rule. You cannot break it.
Hmm.
But the film does it. And then later,
Yeah.
I think when the daughter visits, again there's a shot where the camera is placed in the parking lot and it's
Hmm.
looking at the house. I'm like, no, don't go out of the house.
I feel like that particular shot was just to show that it like he's like it's not, the house is not isolated, like it's just a part
Yeah.
of a building with many other houses like
Like
that.
when his friend, right, who's helping her,
Hmm.
she comes out with the guy and talks. And I think that was okay. The characters are outside, so he plays the camera outside. But I
Hmm.
wanted like the camera to just stay inside. That I think I don't know. In my mind, I was like, why did you break break it? But
Hmm.
I don't think it
They
matters
also
that
show
much.
from outside when he goes to get the food and like that pizza delivery guy sees him for the
Yeah,
first time. Like they show a bit part like from his perspective. So yeah, that's
but
also
still,
again
that's
nice.
like the person's perspective, right? In that shot,
Hmm.
like you are taking the camera outside, not like just showing it. No perspective there.
Yeah.
But okay, anyways, coming to Brandon Fraser.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh
Oh my
man. Yeah.
god. What a role.
Yeah.
It's very simple to say, oh, he just got so much weight and it was the bodysuit and everything. It's actually not that. It's telling a narrative that what this cat is going through. All his sequences, which I related so much with, is
Hmm.
when he was eating.
Hmm.
That scene where he, opens it, gets a chocolate and like, let's control. No, let's not do it.
Hmm.
And then suddenly things don't go his way and then he's fed up and no, and he eats
Yeah. And he
double
just
of it.
eats. Yeah.
And then later,
Exactly.
the pizza, like that rage
Yeah. Yeah.
eating, I relate to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And that eating,
Hmm.
that you're just gonna die. That eating, I
Yeah.
relate to that. And the way, like
Hmm.
his attempt, his struggle, that it's not like he doesn't care, let me die. No,
Hmm.
he wants to try, but it is so
It's so
hard.
tough.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I
It's
just he
so
just
hard.
want
That.
to.
Yeah. He's
That
like,
was
yeah.
so
Let's
good.
just give in. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love like not love. I would say like those were heartbreaking moments. Like he
Hmm.
wants to, but mostly we see
Yeah.
mostly like if it was a mainstream film, or by the end he'll become healthy again, and
Yeah,
that's
or
a
he at least
motivation film.
they would end that, oh, I'll promise to become better or something. Like
Yeah,
he tells him, but like that's in the condition that he was. Like it was impossible. I think the moment in the beginning of the film they show Monday like
yeah,
written,
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
oh shit! Like
And then
how
she
long? How
says,
many more days? I was wondering, will he even live till next Monday? And then they tell in the dialogues only that it is
yeah,
not possible that he
yeah.
will be able to
She
live.
said
And then
right
each day goes by, and
by
I'm
the
like, oh shit!
weekend.
Please survive the whole day. Like please survive at least this day,
Yeah,
like that.
by the weekend, right? That she said that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
only have till the weekend. His blood
yeah,
pressure was like something 200 or something.
yeah. Very high. Hmm.
Uh, but also, like what has caused him, the grief, what
Yeah.
has led to this, the loneliness,
Hmm.
when he that dialogue, dude, when he says that I want to do at least one thing right in my life.
Hmm.
Oh, dude,
Oh
that
yeah.
hits so hard. That hits
Yeah.
the moment it's shot, it's like a wide angle. You see the other character standing
Hmm.
there and he's screaming and he looks small,
Yeah.
in comparison, like that, they're taking the depth. And just, he's
Hmm.
small. He's like, he's, like caged in like at least one thing I want to do,
Yeah.
you know. So
Hmm.
just the way he performed it, man, it was, uh, could have been very much like that sympathy thing,
Hmm.
just trying to look, oh my god, feel pity for me and all of that, which I
Hmm.
feel I didn't feel that for his character. I felt why
Yeah.
he's going through it. I feel his struggle. You
Hmm.
empathize, not sympathize, in that sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even like when you find out what happened, he left his wife and child. Who do you blame?
Hmm.
Then was his, like, there was, I feel, I still feel there's a mystery around what happened to his lover.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
kid says, right, that he believed in God. He felt that being with you, he left
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I was like, what will he respond now? How?
Exactly.
What will he say? Like, you're telling him like he didn't care about
Hmm.
him. He just wanted to be with God and left him alone there.
Yeah.
So like such a, it's like I wanted more. I wanted
Hmm.
more breakdown to know more about what happened, like to give me a series. Like there's so much to explore from each character and what he
Hmm.
thinks, why he thinks. And then the
Yeah.
relationship with the friend, of course, the lover's sister actually, which
Yeah. Yeah.
was what a reveal.
Yeah.
I was thinking, where is he paying her for? Who's she? All of that, and then realized no, it's
Yeah.
something else altogether.
Hmm.
Just outstanding. What's the other
Yeah.
actor's name? The nurse. Check
I
na.
I forgot. Yeah.
We have guys Google open, so we will
The
get you the
character's
names.
name was Liz.
Yeah,
Yeah. And wait, you wanted the actor's name?
who plays the sister? Yeah,
Oh, Hong Chau.
okay. She was
Yeah.
really good. She
Yeah, she
was
was
really
really
good,
good. Yeah.
and
Especially in the end, when it's like she realizes that he's going to die. Like, oh god. Yeah.
it's and I love the theme of the film that she says to him that nobody can help each other. You know,
Hmm.
we help to there's no one for each other. We have to help ourselves. No one comes to
Yeah.
save
Yeah.
you. And I felt,
Hmm.
oh, that's the movie trying to tell us. That's a big statement. And then he
Hmm.
replies, no, we are there for each other. It's like a
Yeah.
hopefulness that. And then you realize, why is she coming every day to help him? Isn't
Hmm.
that like, sorry, isn't that
That is
helping?
exactly, yeah.
Isn't
She
that
she is
saving?
helping. Yeah.
Like, aren't you saving? Isn't he, what he's doing for his daughter, in a way, saving? Isn't what the
Yeah.
daughter
Yeah.
did for that kid, isn't saving others?
Yeah. Yeah.
That, and that when it striked, like, that's, I think, where I started getting emotional,
Hmm.
where this so beautifully, to this character and what he's going through, you tell that
Hmm.
there's humanity alive. We are
Hmm.
there for each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just beautiful, man. I just love that. Some of the dialogues are so good.
Yeah. I think
uh
even the sort of not really exactly reveal, but like once or it was a reveal that that essay that he was reading
oh
all the time,
dude,
like it
that
is all
started
the
it. That
yeah.
started it. The moment I realized,
Yeah.
dude, like the moment
Hmm.
he says, right, what did you write? And I
Yeah. Yeah.
lost, and he says, read it. And I was wondering, maybe
Yeah.
she wrote later, right?
Yeah,
And the
that's what I
moment she
thought also.
started the
Yeah.
veil, and I'm like, oh
Hmm.
no,
Oh.
oh my god, oh dude, that was so,
Yeah. Yeah.
like, I'm so badly want to watch this movie again, to go
Oh,
through those.
really? I feel
Yeah,
like so. I
not like
liked it a
whole,
lot,
like
but
there were moments which I like, it was
yeah,
hard to watch.
exactly. Like it was tough to watch. Like especially the second scene, like where the scene towards the end where like he's literally eating,
Yeah.
just trying to like all that was so. It was very much shot like to feel very like we are just watching that. Oh my god, what is he doing? Like
Stop.
stop yourself,
Yeah.
stop hurting yourself. It's like it's the same as someone trying to cut their nerves or
Yeah.
something like that. Like literally that thing. But yeah, it was. Yeah, I feel like some of those scenes that I was like, I mean, this is a brilliant film, but I don't think I'll rewatch it multiple times. Yeah,
Dude, I want to watch rewatch that climax, dude. Like when he says, "Please
yeah.
read it to me," and then
And
he,
then when
dude,
he like
walks.
struggles to I guess he didn't that standing up isn't really like he wasn't actually doing that. I felt like it's it's he's like it's happening in his mind or whatever. At least that's how I saw it.
No, I felt he walked. I don't
Yeah, he
know.
walked
I want to
actually.
feel he walked because she's also
Hmm.
like reacts to it, right? It's not that he's just walking.
Yeah,
I felt where his like feet were rising, and that was like,
yeah, of course that was
that was the,
yeah.
like, go to white, and then we go to the flashback of
Hmm.
on the beach, and then that's over. Oh my
Oh
god,
yeah.
that. But that ending, dude, when he starts walking and she keeps reading, and like, and
Yeah.
her daughter's character, right, Sadie Sink. I first thought, she's playing kind of similar role what she has done in Stranger Things, which I've only seen
Yeah.
of her work,
Yes, yes.
and I thought maybe that's why she was casted. But then I think there were, some layers to her. I was
Hmm.
very first. I thought, that you had in your mind that, yeah, things get better between them. That's how you
Yeah.
think the arc will go. And then suddenly certain things happen when she gives him the pills and he's sleeping,
Hmm.
and she's going around. Like, I don't know what to feel. Like, is she trying to connect? Is she trying to
Yeah.
destroy? And then she keeps
Yeah.
taking
Yeah.
pictures, recording. Like, I was very confused what she's doing.
Hmm.
And then later when
Yeah, no,
you
I think I disliked her character until like that climax scene. I
yeah.
was like, what? Like, he doesn't deserve such kind of daughter and like this kind of treatment. I was like, she's not a good kid or whatever. But
But she, like, yeah, even
yeah,
the
I mean,
mother,
of course
right?
they,
Even the
yeah,
mother was like, she's a evil.
yeah,
And I remember the audience were laughing when he says, read these things she posted on, what he
hmm,
posted about him. She took a picture of him, right?
yeah.
And he's like, at least she wrote well.
She's a good,
She's a good
yeah,
writer. So,
yeah,
yeah, she was very weird until that moment. And, even that cleared me out. Like, he says that she helped him getting home.
hmm.
So I wonder if she was trying to do that, or she just wanted
That's
to.
what, yeah.
It was not clear to me that she really tried
Hmm.
to wanted to save him, or she just like, what was the idea behind sharing, like, putting on a Facebook or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I
Also,
think so.
the time period is not clear, right? Because in one of the on one shot in the news, they're talking about Obama winning, not Obama,
Trump,
Trump
yeah.
getting some votes or something was talking about. So,
Yeah.
and even the
I
mobile
think
phone
it
and
was
all felt
like
old.
2015, 2016, because even the social media, like that girl was posting on Facebook, not on
Yeah,
like Instagram or anything. And I think, yeah, even the version of Zoom that he was using or whatever video call thing he was using was very old. It was
it
not
felt
like,
like a college,
yeah,
like their own
yeah,
software kind
like
of
a
a thing, right?
college's own software. Yeah.
The when she showed up at the end, right? That, what did you do? I
Hmm.
thought she's talking about him revealing himself on the, because it destroys the
Yeah, the laptop.
laptop, and then she
Yeah.
enters. So I thought
Yeah.
she's talking about it, but no, it was something, and it was beautiful.
Oh
And that
yeah.
dialogue that comes back, right? Like, you don't forget what you wrote, right? You never forget,
Mm.
and this is what you wrote.
Yeah.
That was so good. That was so good.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like, just such a
Mm.
complicated narrative of, and that's what makes it a good film. There's so many layers, right? With even the wife, when we get to know her, what she's going through, and again that humanity part, that she met him, his lover,
Mm.
and he was not looking well, and instead of saying anything, she just
Yeah.
helped, offered help, and she
Yes.
didn't
Yes.
reveal who she is.
Yeah.
Like the it's so deep, like, so deep, so how to
Mm.
say it, like, there's so much nuance, there's so much wow writing, like, the
Mm.
ideas, that the conflict is so un like unexpected. Like, I don't know, I don't have words, I don't really have words to explain the dynamics. It's so, it feels
Mm.
real because it's so, you know so much weight in it, in a
Yeah.
sense, that you left me for a guy. And this is basically like a serious way of what happened to this guy in Friends,
Oh,
Ross.
Ross. Yeah.
If that was, that could have been
Yeah.
Bale,
Yeah.
after he
Yeah.
got dumped.
Mm.
So this is kind of a similar
Yeah.
in that sense, right? And even daughter's angst, you understand, that you left me.
Yeah.
There's I think, a beautiful moment with where she says it. You left me, you didn't care about
Yeah.
me, and you chose him over me, and I saw you, and all of that. So,
Mm.
just, I think all of it works so well. And I've,
Yeah.
heard people saying at the festival also, and somewhere on social media, that, the film is very manipulative. That he did a good job,
Mhm.
he deserves, but the film is very manipulative. I'm like, what?
Mm.
I don't get it. I don't get the
I do.
criticism.
Okay, so one of my complaints was that I feel like in certain shots, like especially to in the beginning of the film, uh like there was one scene where, especially in the scene that where we see him like sort of get up, go to his bed, or like there's one scene where we see him sort of bathing, and
Yeah.
like basically I feel like it did feel in a way that it not manipulative, but like it felt very. what's the word? Very voyeuristic, like as if it's sort of trying to show us, or like like people have this curiosity that, oh, how does a man who's this big or someone who's that big in size in real life, like, how do they bathe, how do they do this, how do they do that? It's like, it's kind of like like
Showcasing
say
it.
yeah, showcase it, like in a way, like a National Geographic documentary that, see, this is how an animal does this or does that, this is how it hunts, this is how it lives, or something like that. Like in that way, I at least those scenes, I felt like that, and it suddenly for a moment, like, it removed that empathy which was there throughout the whole film. For a second, I'm like, okay, like they're showing us, him bathing, and he can't. It is a difficult task for someone who's that big to do all these simple things, or like if something even as simple as like a key falls down, like they can't pick it up, like that. There are people like that with whom this happens in real life. So just for those one or two shots, I felt like, okay, this could have been maybe done in a better way. And but yeah, like I see the other point of it also, what you're talking about, that yeah, like online a lot of people are saying a lot of things, and I don't agree with, I think, most of it, but yeah.
I don't know, like what the scenes you talked about, right? Like I found it very. Oh, my light went off.
Oh yeah,
uh,
suddenly.
yeah. No, I felt, that it was like you will get these like curiosities, and it was
Hmm.
interesting to see. Oh, there's a thing he has from the hands. You can pick it up. Things. So that was
Hmm.
like kind of educational. Like, oh, there are things, certain things, these people have.
Hmm.
Like there are options for it. And the
Hmm.
bathing
Hmm.
thing, I remember, I think there was no context to it. If I am so, I feel like all the days, right? Each days had highs and lows. And if
Hmm.
I remember correctly, when he was bathing, it was on a high that good things were happening. And he was bathing. It felt like, oh, bathing is like, we saw him like, masturbating and
Hmm.
then falling off and all of that. So you feel like, so dirty, so ugly, not
Hmm.
tidy up. And then in a good moment, we see him bathing, cleaning up, he's freshing up. So you
Hmm.
feel like, oh, he's in a good mood or good space. And then we again go back to the down, and so that keeps happening. So I kind of
Hmm.
saw it like that. I didn't like I saw, I get your point of National Geographic thing, but like I didn't mind seeing that. I felt it just gave us more context
Yeah.
of how his life is, the struggles, even when he's,
Hmm.
I think, going to bed. So it's like a low for him. He
Yeah.
cannot just even go over. But what do you think about the
Hmm.
prosthetics? I think that initially, for the first time we see it, I was like, I don't know if
Yeah,
Lay
when he stands
looks.
up for the first time, I
Yeah.
think, I feel like not the size of it, but like they made his height a bit taller somehow, like taller than he actually is, which made he was looking a bit like the the what Into the Spider Verse, the animated film, the
The
Kingpin from
Kingpin.
that. Yeah, like I think that made it look a bit unreal. But I think all the scenes where he was sitting and talking with anyone, or he was sitting on that wheelchair, all
Yeah.
that, like that looked very perfect. But
Yeah.
each time he was standing and walking, it felt like his, I don't know, his height seemed much taller. Like he seemed above 6 feet, 6'5" or
Okay.
something.
I don't know about the height thing, but the prosthetics, I felt, you see a lot of corridor digital videos, and you're trying to find out, is this the lighting? Did some CG work over it, or is it like, it's not breathing enough? And maybe, I've
Hmm.
not seen videos of people like, you'll find videos like this on YouTube or somewhere,
Yeah,
of people like that, and with different abnormalities and everything. So I've not
yeah,
seen those
yeah.
videos. So maybe it's accurate, who knows.
Could be,
We
yeah.
can, if we research,
Hmm.
we'll find it's accurate. But just to the glance, I felt, oh, that feels little off. It doesn't feel that realistic. And
It's
actually,
also an indie movie.
yes, someone asked
Even
me,
though,
after the movie, that
yeah.
is it, that's how he looks. Like
Oh.
he like became normal after the movie. I'm like, he didn't gain all that. You know, the way he looked in that picture in the in the flashback, that's what he looks like in real life, and everything else
Hmm.
is just, you know, prosthetics and to make him look big. So even
Yeah.
actually, like, I'll not you know, say that person. Even I felt sometime, you know, that when I heard about this movie that he had really gone. Like, I had only seen the
Yeah.
picture, like the poster of the film. So I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
actually didn't know he's so big in the movie. So when I saw, I think
Yeah.
some visuals or something, then it's like he's put on prosthetics. When I heard a lot of things
No, so
about the movie.
before, like, the first teaser sort of for that came out for this film, there they barely they were just, using his sort of dialogues as like narration throughout the teaser, and they just showed one scene of him, that too like with just head and little bit of neck. They did not show like his whole body at all. And even I think that in the main trailer also they did not show much of the. They showed maybe some of the more shots where like he's sitting on the sofa or something like that. But they still did not show like how big he is. And I think one of the reason was that like they clearly understand that the way sort of everything works right now is that if you release a teaser, and like especially for a very sensitive sort of topic or real life sort of topic right now, the thing is that people will, like, if they reveal his body size and anything, people would have used that image as a meme, and like that would have turned into a meme. So that's why they did not reveal it at all in any of the teasers or trailers. So
I think
yeah,
recently the
that was
trailer
the.
dropped. I have not seen it. I thought of checking it out.
Yeah, you can.
Let's see
There's
if
not.
they, you know,
It's
it's nice, you know, interesting. Like
yeah.
the Malayalam film Arip also, I saw the movie, then I saw the trailer. It was released to see how they did it. You know, how they form the narrative
Oh
in the
yeah,
trailer. It's very interesting.
that's
But
cool.
yeah, dude, that climax. I have to rewatch that climax again, because also the thing was, in my
Hmm.
screening there were no subtitles, and a lot of places in the film, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
like it was hard to understand what they're actually saying at moments.
Hmm.
Like I couldn't understand that word properly, so I wish there were subtitles. So I definitely want to watch it
Hmm.
again. Let's see on which OTT it comes out, because this was
Yeah.
recorded before it's out there. So when you see this, that
Please
means
not
the film is
movie.
out.
Please not movie.
I
It seems
guess.
like a very like that kind of film which will go to movie, but I hope it comes on like Netflix or something.
Hmm. But it's released in US at the time of recording this. It's out. It's
Okay.
releasing in like slowly it's releasing in more and more theaters
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So let's see if they'll, like, for everything everywhere all at once. I have not put out the unexplained video because it's not out in India yet.
Yeah.
You know, so let's see. Hopefully, I think hopefully by next year when it's in the award season, it
Yeah.
comes on Amazon, I'm guessing. Then I can post
Mm.
that video, and whenever Whale comes out, I'll post this one also.
Yeah.
So hopefully, the timing they do release. Otherwise, what
Yeah.
we're like a long discussions about the films. But anyways, guys,
Oh
I
yeah.
think those were our thoughts. Let me just go through the. There was also a talk about parenting.
Hmm.
You know, like the film talks about parenting, talks about judging others. Like the pizza guy judges him, right? Like, just looks, he
Yeah.
always comes
Exactly.
and, hey, are you okay, and like that you feel like, oh, you know, he's showing empathy, even if he doesn't know the guy or something. And the moment he sees him,
Yeah.
he's shocked and runs away. I think he
Hmm.
even says something, like, again,
No, he
I
doesn't
I
say.
didn't understand
No,
if he
no.
said.
I don't think he says anything. He just looks at him like in shock and he goes
I
away.
think he
Yeah.
said disgusting. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
Again, you know, there was no
Hmm.
subs, so I don't know if he said or something, nothing like, maybe it
Hmm.
was just him thinking he would have said that, something like that.
Yeah. I
So
think his
I think
twist
after
has
that he
not
starts eating
come.
the pizza, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
After that, yeah.
Oh
Hmm.
my god, that scene.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, that's it from us. Hope you enjoyed this discussion. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below if you're seeing this. And we'll see you next time with some other unexplained. I think last time we decided about a movie, we didn't do it.
Oh,
A hero,
that's
or
true.
we did
A hero.
talk about something. People let us know in the
Hmm.
comments.
Oh
But I
yeah.
also saw Triangle of Sadness, interesting movie,
Hmm.
and Decision to Leave, which is
Oh yeah.
again.
Decision to Leave. I saw. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. I saw it long back. It
ah,
released.
let's do
It
it.
released.
Let's do
I
it.
saw it in like October or something. So Yeah, it has been
That's a
some
long
time.
time. I found it fine. Like the filmmaking was good. I
I
like the camera moves and all of
Yeah,
that.
that was very good. I think that was also my favorite thing. Other than that, it was okay. I felt like the ending was so dragged, like very much dragged.
Yeah, like and like what I trying to
Like,
prove here, like I don't know. I don't know. It's just
yeah, the
fine.
whole part of the part once she like sort of drowns in that sand or whatever, like or dies, whatever. That I feel like an Indian filmmaker would have done that emotions of that better, much better.
But that was just weird. Like even the wife left and I didn't like the wife's character. Like there was no depth in there. Like okay, she's like a
Mm,
big mathematician, something like that they established in the beginning, and then I think it's better in a sense that yeah, she left because the relationship was just it wasn't there. So yeah, it was just a mix back for me. Like okay, maybe I don't understand his filmmaking, the director. I've seen his Old Boy
mm,
though, so I know
yeah,
Korean films are very like wild for an Indian
yeah.
audience, so it's not very
Mm.
palatable. But Old Boy was still fascinating, whereas this one,
Actually, this is a very different kind of film for him. Like he
oh
has
okay.
done these violent, that kind of films only. So making suddenly a love story and that too, with all
And it is
these
a
kind
very
of things. That
interesting love story. I'll not be surprised
yeah,
if it's remade in India. You know,
yeah. It is a
it's
story that can be remade
like, but
easily.
as you said, an Indian filmmaker will really use that love story well. Very
Yeah,
twisted love story. Uh,
yeah. Like, I did not feel any emotions at the end. I think that was the problem, which
yeah,
is what I felt like. I would. I think an Indian filmmaker would do better.
yeah, yeah. But anyways, there you go. You also got decision to leave from us. bonus, bonus.
Yeah.
That's it, guys. Thank you. See ya. Until next time.
Bye.